In this video, I just want to go over a couple of things that have been recently added to Figma, and I think they're worthy of a mention. So this is our first major update to the course. If you're viewing this after this update was live, you can now see that we actually do update this course quite often. So yeah, in the last couple of months, there have been a couple of new features. None of them are so big that I think they kind of deserve a full-on video and demonstration, but there's still useful things that if you didn't hear about them, it could be something that's going to be useful to you. So one of them is adding video to the prototypes, and we're going to have an assignment where you're actually going to have to do this. Now, the only problem about that, you're going to see me kind of solve that assignment if you're unable to do it yourself, because this feature is only enabled in education, professional, organization, and enterprise teams. So it's not available to someone who doesn't have a paid Figma account, which is, as I've said, like something that we do recommend you getting at some point in time, but maybe it's not the time yet. So if you don't have it, you can still see how it works when I'm gonna demonstrate it through the solution of that assignment that we have about it. It's the, I think, only kind of truly optional assignment, because all of the other ones are connected to features that you're gonna have access to. So yeah, as you can see, this feature allows you to add videos to files. You're actually able to just kind of drag and drop them into your Figma canvas. And inside of it, you're gonna be able to have video autoplay in prototype mode, or you can have a certain trigger that's going to play that video and pause it and so on. You can also mute the video. There's a couple of these options that you can do, but overall, the only limitation that you need to keep in mind is that the video should be in these formats and it should be smaller than 100 megabytes in size. That's one of the reasons why we're still keeping Figma files so small. So yeah, if you want to learn more about this feature, there's a decent article on Figma's website about it. As with most of the features, it's enough to kind of introduce you to the feature, but there's nothing really specific about this feature that kind of deserves a demonstration video. It's just like a couple of options that the more interesting parts you're going to see in my solution video, and everything else, I think if you want to learn more, you can just kind of view it in a couple of minutes. It's a pretty simple feature. The other update that isn't available to me personally, because I only have like a paid pro account for my team of 5. It's not an organization or enterprise plan, but maybe in the future they're going to add it. Or maybe you're going to work in an organization where that's available, is the ability to kind of create custom sections on your sidebar. So you might have seen, even in the assignments file that you're going to get with this course, you can see that I kind of organize my file already in a similar way. I create kind of sections by adding an empty page with just like a divider line or something, and that kind of separates the pages for me. Basically, I think that the Figma team noticed that we're doing that, so they're like slowly building on this feature that allows you to create custom sections in your team and projects, and also inside of files. So yeah, basically it looks like this. You can separate your files like this. For us, the only feature is like favoriting, and then it becomes your favorite file. But in here, you can actually split it into multiple ones and create new sections with time as you want to. And within the files, you're going to have the same thing where you can create different sections inside of your file. The third feature that I want to talk about is spell check, and that's become a really useful tool for me. So basically, as soon as you're writing something down in Figma, inside of that text box, as it's live, you're gonna have a red underline, and you can kind of double check if there's actually a spelling mistake you might have done. If you're working with Figma and FigJam and you have like multiple windows and multiple devices open, you can now copy and paste between those items. So basically, think of it like you might have something open on your iMac, and then you have something open on your MacBook, or you have something open on your tablet and you have the other thing open on your computer. It doesn't really matter, as long as the same account is used on both of them. If you copy something on your tablet, you can go into your computer and there's going to be a prompt for you to paste it. Again, really helpful. not too big of a feature, but something that continuously improves our efficiency as designers. And the final big update I want to mention is the ability to purchase and sell through community. So think of it as App Store or like Google Play Store. You have a lot of apps there. Basically, it allows you to search through them. There's a lot of free ones, but there are also some paid ones. And Figma did the same thing in here, where there's so much stuff that community members do in Figma, where you can basically get access to files from other users, useful resources they've done, illustration packs, icon packs, all of those things. Now you can actually put a price on if you want to, and it allows you to then use that file directly from Figma. So it's gonna be more like, oh, there's something that I think is gonna be very useful to the community, but I still want to kind of earn some money from it. Figma now allows that to be done directly through Figma instead of going through some other platforms where you have to pay and then kind of put in some activation key or something to that plugin or resource. So yeah, it basically works pretty similar. You have the file that you would like to, and it can be either a subscription or there's going to be like a free trial, but you're going to get in-app purchases, or it's going to be just like one-off payment, or there's the ability to still have like those third-party payments. And yeah, that leads me to the point that you can actually now start selling in Figma. So if you're creating like an illustration pack, an icon pack, a UI kit, a design system, like all of those things, if you're thinking of building, you can actually now start selling through Figma. There are limits on countries, so that's something to kind of check if you're included in this, and that's probably going to grow with time as well, as it always does with these platforms. But yeah, that's overall kind of the updates of features and new things that happen in Figma in the last 4 to 6 months or so. So hopefully you found this video helpful and you now know a couple of new things to kind of explore inside of your Figma. And if you're new here, welcome, and expect a couple of these as the time passes by. There's going to be new features, and some of them, if they're going to be demo worthy, I'll record like a dedicated video for them. But this one is just an overview of a couple of nifty features that were released in the last couple of months.